has this like most beautiful color. I'm just really happy. I do have a bajillion ends to be done. Casting on was a little bit challenging. I mean, these I did start a year ago. This whip has wept. Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I am setting out on an epic quest, if you will, and I want to take you along with me. So welcome to the video. Thank you for joining me. My name is Liz. I'm finishing up my iced Americano today. So grab a drink, get comfortable, get your whip ready, because we are going to be finishing our whips today. Let's jump into the tour of my current works in progress. That's what whip stands for, if you didn't know. I'm going to start with, I have 2 crochet projects and 2 knit projects going. I'm going to alternate which ones I show you, but I'm going to start with my most active project, the one I've been like pouring my soul into the last few weeks, or pouring all my crafty time, not my soul, but all of my like watching movie time and reality TV time into these socks. So I've been knitting a pair of socks in this white and gray color from Crochet sock yarn, and looks so good. So this was the first sock I knit. I have it all done except sewing the toe shut with the Kitchener stitch, just because I have to like relearn the stitch, and I'll just do it. Maybe I'll do them both at the same time or something. So I've just kind of had this one hanging out, but it's all done, fits me well, is really cute. And then I'm more than halfway done with the second one. I just did the heel this morning, the heel flap and then the heel turn, I think it's called. And I'm working on the decreases still. I have a few more decreases before I just work on like the foot part. So, and then I'm doing it alternating between white and gray, which is, it's not hard to do alternating stripes in knitting. Like once you get to the color change, you sort of just drop one color and pick up the other one and make sure that they're twisted and keep going. It's really easy. Happy with that, and this has been my most active project. I started knitting these last fall. Okay, project number 2 is a crochet project. So if you know me or you've been around this channel, you might recognize this video or this vest, because this is a 1.5-year-old whip, because I made this vest. It's made with like alpaca yarn. It has this like most beautiful color. It's like orange, but it's kind of like red and yellow and all the colors all at once. It's very pretty. And I made this pattern up as I went using like a stitch from the like a stitch book guide that one of my friends got me for my birthday one year. So it's like pretty good considering that. The only problem is that I don't like the way the like V-neck decreases look, because I made up the decrease and it just doesn't look right. So I want to frog it back and redo that line. And it's currently winter and I have an in-person day on Wednesday. It might get canceled, honestly, but I'm going to try and finish this before then so that I can wear it into work. The third project is socks. So I have another pair of socks going. Yes, I have 4 pairs of these fancy sock needles. But part of the motivation is I want to try knitting Colorwork socks, but I don't have the needle available, so I want to finish them socks so I can start new socks. But this pair is purple. So I have this yarn that I've been using for it, and it is this purple yarn, and it's the ultimate sock yarn from Malage Brio, and it's just perfect. And I bought 2 balls of it because I bought this yarn before I knew that you only need 1 skein of sock yarn to knit a pair of socks. I didn't know that, so I have a few different colors from before I knit my first pair where I got 2 balls of the same color. So I have 2 balls of the purple, and I'm working 2 different socks simultaneously. I've worked this one to the point where I wanted to start the heel flap, and then I started a second one, and I'm going to try and knit it to the point where it starts the heel flap, and I'm kind of simultaneously knitting these socks. Yeah, but these are for my fiance, so they're in like a size or 2 bigger than my other socks, and his favorite color is purple, so that's why I chose this color. Like his office is like this beautiful wine red purple color. It's very pretty in there. And yeah, so I'm making them these, and then I just want to get them done because they're just kind of been in my whip file. I mostly would knit these ones at markets, and I would bring them with me to every market so I would look busy at them. So yeah, but I'm not doing markets this year, so but I still want to finish them. So I need to just prioritize them in a different way, like when I'm watching movies and stuff. So this will probably be what I'll do once I finish this sock yarn, or this pair of socks, and then I'll pick up this one as my like nightly project. So that's project number 3. And then my final project is actually over here. So the final one that I want to show you is this one. This is the Cow Lover Boy Tapestry, and I made it as just this tapestry. Look how cute it is. And it's cute and everything, I like it, but I wanted to make it into a bag. That was like my original vision. But the plan is to make it a bag, I think with brown, if I have enough, for like the strap and maybe the back. I don't know if the back of the bag should be white or if it should be brown, but that's something we can think about. But maybe white, and then just have brown as the strap. Let's start. So step 1 on this vest will be to frog it back. So I want to like first detach the front from the back. You can see I might have started doing that already, or it's unraveling for some reason. And then frog it back to just below where the V is in the front. And then I'm going to just figure out from there what to do. I have this journal that I used to track my projects back in 2024, and I flipped through it and found this page where thankfully I tracked my projects. So I have like information on how wide it is and like how to actually do the stitch and the measurements I wanted it to be. So thankfully I have all this. I didn't write down what hook size I used, but hopefully I'll have an old picture in my phone. So I looked back at the video and it was so hard to tell if it's a 5mm or 4.5, and I don't know why they are both blue. I just feel like it would make a lot more sense if adjacent hook sizes were completely different colors and not super similar. Can anyone tell me why the pattern I wrote down in my notebook to do this vest is not the pattern that the vest is? And it ends up looking like this like a swatch of it. It's very textured. That's not what the vest is. I don't know what the vest is. I think it's the Thicket pattern, which is in each stitch do like a single crochet and a double crochet, which is only 2 stitches. So I think it's the Thicket pattern, and I don't know what I wrote down in my journal. So some reverse engineering going on here, but I think I have the right stitch now, the Thicket pattern. There's Calvin, he's such a good boy. But I was going to show you, I've been crocheting so hard, I have this indent on my finger, which usually doesn't happen to me because I don't crochet with very tight tension. This is actually like a medium tension, but the wool is just so rough, sort of taking a toll on my fingers. Also, look, I did my nails. They actually look kind of good for me, so tell me you like my nails. I haven't bitten them for like a month, so yes, they're growing. And yeah, this is wool. I said at the beginning of the video it was alpaca, but it is 100% wool. It is this brand, and it is this info if you're curious. Okay, so it is like getting dark out almost, you know, that time of day in winter, right after work, it gets dark. But I wanted to check in because I finished the front panel, I think this is gonna be good. Like, keep in mind, I'm gonna add more ribbing, so this won't be as deep in the front. Yes, I finished it. So it was way faster to do the second side because I already knew exactly what I wanted to do. And this stitch is really fun. Alternating a single crochet and a double crochet keeps me going, keeps me motivated because you do like 2 stitches in 1 stitch. For every 1 stitch, you get 2 stitches. It's such a good deal. It's like a BOGO. Yeah, I've gone crochet crazy at this point. Like, you ever crochet for so long that you like are like a little bit wacky? And that's me right now. So I'm gonna stop and get some movement in my body. I don't really know what I'll do. I'll do some sort of workout, eat dinner, hang out with my dog, and then I will be back. I want to just see if I can sew this together and do the ribbing tonight while I watch a movie or something. Hey, Cal. Good boy. Alright. So it fits. I just seamed up the sides and like the arms, and then on this arm I did the ribbing. I just did 1 row of like the front post, back post ribbing. And it's like a 1/2 inch or 1 inch long. So it's perfect. I think it fits pretty good. I like the length and the V-neck. It'll be a little bit less of a deep V once I do the crochet ribbing on top. And yes, I'm just really happy. I do have a bajillion ends to weave in, but oh, my other update is that I will be going into work tomorrow. I thought it might be canceled. Like, I was so sure it was going to get canceled, but it's not. So I'm going to go and I'm going to wear this. I'm going to do the rest of the ribbing. I have ribbing to do on this side and then the front. So let's see if we can finish this today. I'm actually so excited. Oh yeah, I was going to also say the front looks so much better. I'm very happy with it. I've been working on my socks and they're coming along really, really well. I worked on this sock like all of last night and the night before. I watched The Mummy, the movie The Mummy last night, and I worked on this like the whole time, and I got it to the point where I can start the toe decreases. So I'm going to be only working with my gray yarn now, doing the toe decreases, and I should be able to finish it up less than an hour now at this point. So I'm really excited to have a pair of socks. I'm going to be finished today, hopefully. working on the toe and it's going really well. I just wanted to come in here and talk a little bit about the pattern, not too much, just to say that the pattern is so much fun and it's like pretty easy to follow, like if you know how to knit and purl. Like once you're like, I feel like if you want to knit a pair of socks and like you want to, I think you can do it. And like I feel like you'll be able to use this pattern. Like if you know how to knit, at least like casting on was a little bit challenging. Like the first time I ever cast it on was confusing, but then once I got it cast on, knitting socks is honestly not very hard and it's very fun. So I recommend it, and the pattern is also very nice. It has video tutorial, so I have it right here. It's a free pattern and it has like, it's very detailed, easy to read, and it has pictures at every step so you know exactly what your sock is supposed to look like and what your needles are supposed to look like. And it also has video tutorials for when you don't like know what's going on. So I love this tutorial and I like making socks. This is the second pair I'm making from this pattern. So let's keep it going. Hi friends, so I am about to continue crocheting for my Cowboy bag, and I realized I never even like showed you guys the bag to start with because I actually filmed a vlog around it that I never ended up editing and posting. I'm going to insert like just a short montage or footage or whatever I took of that vlog so you can see me making this tapestry. So I'm really excited that I already have this prepped, so soup will be super easy to make later. Here's the progress. It's already starting to take shape. Let's go outside. Here's my total progress while I was outside. It looks so cute, honestly. I love this. Patiently waiting for the bread to be done. Yummy. Okay. Time for a midnight snack now. And I finished this. Oh my gosh, look how cute it is. I want to put it on a bag. That's what Miles did. Miles turned it into a bag. This tapestry is so cute, and I made it all today. I started it this morning and probably took me 3 hours maybe to make, and it's so cute. Now I'm at the point where I'm going to start making the bag. So I want to make a back panel, but my problem is I only have this much white yarn, so I can't make it white. I'm going to make it like striped with all the colors, I think. But first I'm going to outline the like first bag I did and do a single crochet border around it in white. This is like not very much white yarn, so won't be able to use it that much in the other project. And then I'll do the other one and then do a border around it, so then they both have a border so I can attach them to the strap. And the strap, I decided I wanted to be this brown color, so hopefully this is enough yarn to make a strap. I guess the strap will be however long this gets me. Here it is after about an hour more of work. It's looking okay. I think it'll work. Is it perfect? I wouldn't go so far as to say it's perfect, but I don't really feel like I would change anything, so it's not perfect. Okay, so I have my front panel and I was gonna see how the size was doing because this feels so much stiffer and smaller. I thought it was gonna be bigger because I'm not doing any color changes, but look, I wanted it to be the same size width-wise and it's like significantly skinnier. It's like at least an inch smaller. Like, what the heck? What was I thinking? What's happening? But don't worry. I know you're worried. Don't worry. I thought of a solution already. Check this out. If I turn it this way and have like vertical stripes, now it's like a good height for this. So we're going to do vertical stripes now instead of horizontal, which wasn't the plan, but I still feel like it's like really cute looking this way. And then we'll have a brown border still. So I don't know. This is like not something I usually make, but I do like it. I like the scrappy look and I like the colors and I think it's going to be cute once it's all put together. You know what I mean? Okay, so I finished this back panel now and I only cheated one time and it was on these last two rows, or I guess two times, because I realized I was able to use up all of my white yarn if I just kept using it. So look at this. I used up all of my white yarn. This is a nice scrap busting project and it turned out pretty cute. I like the colors and stuff. So, and for the strap I'm going to use this brown yarn and I'm going to make it in the thermal stitch. I need to remember how to do it, but I think that's a nice sturdy stitch. I've used it before. I've used the thermal stitch on this really pretty bag I made. This like, it was such a cute bag, and it's even lined, and I used the thermal stitch on this strap and it makes it nice and strong. Like, you can't really see gaps in it very easily. So I hope I have enough yarn to make a decent size length strap, but I don't know. I feel like it should, I don't know. We'll see if we have enough. I really genuinely don't know. I've been working on this bag and I've decided that I don't like it at all. I don't like the strap in particular. It has holes in it and like I don't like the color scheme. I ran out of dark yarn, like dark brown yarn, which I kind of wanted to use as like the color to tie it all together, and because of that I just don't. I tried to use this brown yarn to sort of sew it together around the edges, and I like the theory, I like the idea, but the low quality brown strap is not something I would want or use, and I don't like this texture. So I have decided that I don't even want to make this bag. I also am not a huge fan of this color scheme at the end of the day, so I am not going to even make the bag. I've decided I like this more. It brought me a lot more joy as decor, and it's the perfect size to fit on like the pegboard I have to keep on display right now, and I think it looks really cute on my desk. So I'm gonna frog this and put this back on display as decor. It brought me more joy that way, and I won't even use this as a bag, I feel like, and I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like it. I think it's not turning out good, and I don't have stuff in my stash, any more dark brown yarn or other color yarn that I think would look cute as a bag that I genuinely want to use for myself. So I've decided this whip has wept and it's done, and I'm just gonna frog it. So that's the plan now. I'm going to frog this. I don't know what to do with this. That's besides the point. I will frog this. At this point, I've finished the bag and frogging it, and now I'm working on my purple knit socks again. You can see they're both ready now for starting the heel flap. So right here, I'm working on the heel flap for one of the socks, and I like to keep track of my rows every single time I do a row for the heel flap, because I have such a hard time counting rows because it like has a lot of like slip stitches. So like when some of the rows are slip stitches, I can't count it. Like all bets are off for me counting knit stitches. So I have to keep track of them. Yeah, and so I'm just knitting away on these socks. I like this yarn a lot better. This yarn is really nice to work with, honestly, and it feels so luxurious once it's worked up. And this purple color is to die for. It's so hard to get like the right color on camera because like every single shot of it looks different. Sometimes it looks dark purple, sometimes it looks like purplish red, but it's so pretty. I really enjoy this yarn and this pattern. So I had fun doing these. I mostly knit these at night and watching reality TV and stuff like that. Oh, here you can see they're both ready for me to start the toe decreases. They have identical heels. I really liked that I worked them up simultaneously for this one. Oh, it's loading.
I like that yarn.
Thank you. I'm working on, I actually have 2 socks for my
sock
fiance.
era. I love that for you.
Yeah. I mean, these I did start a year ago, so like it's not like, I know it seems like I have a lot of socks, but it's because I'm like just finishing them all now. All right, so I have my socks. Let me lay them out. Here we go. So I tried to put them all in the light for you so you can see. I have 4 socks done except sewing the top up, and I'm really excited. I am loving how these are turning out. Again, this pair is for me, this striped pair. The stripes were really cute and really easy and kept me engaged and made it easier to count the rows, honestly. I like doing the stripes, and it's not like I have a bajillion ends to weave in because like I switched colors every row, so for each pair I have several ends, like for when I cut off for the
heel and stuff, so maybe like 8 ends per sock, which is not bad at all. And for these two, because they are each made with like one color, that it was just one piece of yarn, so I will only have 2 ends to weave in on each of these, which will be really nice and easy to do. So really happy about that, and overall just really happy about how these are turning out. I know I didn't have much to say about this purple pair, but it's because I didn't have much to say about it. Like, they worked up easy. They were my go-to nighttime project while I watched movies and TV shows, so I had nothing to say or show. Like, I don't even know what to say about this sock besides I was enjoying the time and enjoying my process, and it's a nice chill project. And I last night already missed it. Like, I wish I had another project because I have nothing cast on except this. I'm gonna start with this pair, doing the Kitchener stitch on the top. I have the directions pulled up. It shouldn't take me long because I only need to do a few stitches. Okay, so I finished it, and not without some mistakes at the beginning, so here's what it looks like. I did some stuff wrong here, and then it kind of got better over time. Yeah, I like did a bunch of the pearls as knits on the back because I was confused. Overall though, very beautiful sock. Super happy, excited to wear it. Hopefully the toe is okay. I'm gonna move on to the second one and practice. I'm gonna do it off camera because it's easier for me, and then I'm gonna save. I think that these ones will be easier because the yarn is super smooth. You can see there's like barely any fluff at all. So it doesn't really stick to itself, so I feel like these ones will be easier, but I also want them to be better because they're a gift, so I'm going to do this one next. I will check in a bit. So I just finished my second sock. Here's the top. Try and open it a little. You can see, maybe you can't see, I did a little bit better than last time. There's still a few spots that are like uneven, or like, I don't know, maybe I could have done a better job, but there's a few spots that it looks like really, really, really good also. Like, these like top few rows look really seamless. Some of them look perfect. Can't even tell I stitched them. So, but most of them are very obvious. But my socks are done. So now I'm going to do the purple ones. I'm going to do one more off camera, and then I'll show you the last one, and then I'll check in. Okay, so I finished it. It looks really good. Right? A lot better. So I now have 4 socks. 4 socks ready to be enjoyed for the last bits of winter. Sock Wonderland. My socks are finally done. These purple ones were a year in the making. We did it. So we made it through and finished all my whips. So I wanted to quickly go through all 4 of them and show you the final product and tell you about them. So the first one is my vest. So I finished my vest. It turned out really, really cute. I'm really happy with it because I had this in my whip stash for so long, and I think I fixed it the way I want it to. I like the way the new like neckline looks, and I love this yarn. The color is so pretty and it really pops, like, and I really just think it's a really cute vest. I think I did a really good job and I am happy with the results. Like, I just think it turned out really cute and I like it. So I like the texture, like both of the yarn and of the stitch, and I think they play well together. I think the texture of the stitch kind of makes the yarn pop. There's one thing I would do differently, maybe shape the arms slightly differently because it's kind of
weird, but also I wanted them to be open because I hate feeling constricted. So I don't know if I actually would change that, but I think I did a good job overall. And I like sorry, I'm looking at a mirror over here. I like the V-neck I did. I think that's really cute. And I think it's a decent depth, both in the front and the back. So happy with this project. Happy I finally finished it. I'm gonna have to hand wash this one when I do wash it, but that's okay. The wool is pretty. I like this yarn. And I'm just really happy. Then my second project, socks. So I finished my beloved knit socks. I started these ones in the fall and I've been loving working on them. I will say I don't like the Croy sock yarn as much as I like other yarns because it's a bit like scratchy and pills a little bit. And I don't like the texture as much. I might stick to more smooth feeling yarns in the future, but overall I really like these ones. So I'm happy. I really like this, and I'm glad I did the gray heel and the gray toe because I was kind of debating if I should do gray or white, but I think gray looks nice. And overall, I'm really happy with these socks. I've worn them once already, and they fit me really nicely. Like the pattern, I've used the pattern 3 times now, and that brings me to my next project that I had finished, which is my pair of socks for my fiance. So this is my purple socks. They are all done. I didn't have much to say about knitting these because they were pretty simple, but I started these ones a year ago. I worked on them at the Fiber Fest last year at my first market, and they had the next Fiber Fest. They just had it last week. So I've been working on these for over a year now, and I finished them. And they fit him, and he already wore them, and he liked them and said that they fit his feet perfectly. So I was really happy about that because it took me a long time to make. So yay. Okay, so the final project is my bag. So this is the Cowboy Tapestry that I was planning on turning into a bag, and I got like 80% of the way and then just was not feeling it, which I know is kind of the part of the project where things look ugly, but I was just not doing a very good job, and I don't feel like buying new yarn for it, and I don't feel like I'll use it all that much compared to as it's displayed now, which is on this board, and it fits the aesthetic of my office so perfectly because I have pops of color. I'll try and take a picture later. It has a lot of colors, and this is kind of a similar or the same color as my desk, so they just complement each other really well. So I've been enjoying having this on display. I wish these pegs were shorter, so I might try and find like a nail or something else to use to peg this down. But otherwise, super happy with this. I'm glad I just stuck with how it is now because I get more joy out of it this way than I was going to as a bag. So I guess that's not really finishing it, but just deciding I'm not going to do it anymore, which is finishing it to me. So done. So that concludes it. I have no projects going now. I'm all done with my projects, and I'm free from all the projects. So thanks for hanging out with me and joining me on finishing these projects. I'm super happy with how they turned out, and I feel like I did a really good job with them. They all turned out really beautiful. If you made it this far in the video, definitely leave a comment, like, and subscribe. It means a lot to me. It helps my channel grow. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.